If weight management is one of your New Year goals, Quicksilver Scientific's GLP-1 amplifier can help. This science-backed formula supports metabolic balance, curbs cravings, and promotes healthy blood sugar levels, making it easier to stay consistent and in control. It helps give your body the boost it needs to keep you on track. Feel confident and energized this year with Quicksilver Scientific's GLP-1 amplifier. Get 10% off and free shipping at tryqs.com/podcast. Again, that's tryqs.com/podcast for 10% off and free shipping. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. Let's start 2026 with a hard truth. There's no perfect time to build the future you secretly dream of, and there's no time to waste. With support from a Talkspace therapist, you can make this the year you bravely go out and grab what you need from life, whether that's outer rewards or inner peace. Just go to Talkspace.com to be matched with a licensed online therapist. You can start messaging with your therapist right away and schedule live virtual sessions over video, audio, or chat. Your Talkspace therapist can help you create personalized strategies for making the changes and achieving the goals most important to you. Talkspace accepts most insurance with an average copay of $15, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Get $80 off your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com and save $80 with code SPACE80. That's SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another off-season episode of Altar Call MAFS. I am your host, Tane, and today I will be covering a show. I covered the premiere, but not the entire season, so it will be season recap of two shows, actually, and that will be King's Court and Ready to Love Season 10. And today, my co-host is the ever-outspoken, professional, self-acclaimed hater. Or did I just give you that? To Tane acclaimed hater. And that is Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. I thought we were not doing this again because I see all the guests you've been having and, naming them your favorite this and that, everyone's favorite this and that. I'm like, where am I on this list?
It's not like that at all. Everyone has the same complaint that you do. I love you all. Like children, you have no favorites, or so parents say.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm glad we get to do this. Like I always tell you guys, I do feel like the Black reality shows don't get enough love as much as other shows. We have a ton of reality shows, and we have OWN, who has their slew of shows, and they don't get talked about often. To me, they're just as entertaining. And then we have King's Court, which there's Queen's Court, which used to be on Peacock, but I think Bravo decided to, put the show King's Court because of the men and have it on Bravo. So I don't know if people watched it. I didn't see a lot of talk about it. I quite enjoyed it. I did see talk, I don't know if you saw it, Wendy, where people said they thought it was misogynistic. Did you get that vibe? Did you see that around at all?
King's Court? Like
Yeah.
the people on it, like
No,
Tyson
no,
and them?
no,
Like just the
just
thought of
on,
the idea of the show?
just online chatter, just thinking like maybe how the guys were acting, and I was like, am I the drama? I didn't get
Oh,
that.
no, I did not pick up on that at all.
So I don't know.
I thought
So,
it was better than Queen's Court, in fact.
well, I'm trying to think. I really, really enjoyed Queen's Court season 2. So I don't know. But for those who haven't listened, the our season premiere recap, I think it was probably a bonus episode. I might unlock it so you can listen to that and then, listen to this as well. But the premise of King's Court is basically, for those of you who watch Bravo, if you watch Love Hotel, I will scream it from the rooftops that I do believe it is the exact same premise. If you spot the difference, you can let me know what the difference is. But they get three people, three men, and they have different ladies who they refer to as the queens, and then they go out on dates, and then they have a dinner where they eliminate people until the last woman standing. The three men were Carlos Booza, former NBA player, Thaddeus, former, I think it's a former, WWE wrestler, and then Tyson, who needs no introduction, who was a model. And I think Tyson was the big get. He did say that they'd been asking him to do this for a while, and he didn't do it. He didn't think he needed it. He eventually did. He was the big draw, and they weren't lying. I think all the women saw Tyson and were like, oh my God, even if it's just to say that I dated Tyson at some point in my life, it's a story to tell. But I think for me and Wendy, we kind of liked the other two men, that they picked. I think they held their own against Tyson. At least that's what I think.
Yeah, you should add
And
Beckford to it, just so we know
sorry, Tyson
Tyson
Beckford.
Beckford.
Tyson Beckford, the model. Tyson Beckford, the most famous male model, honestly,
Yeah,
arguably. Not even arguably. He is the most famous
yeah,
male model. So he's 53 now. So, yeah, the season is over. I quite enjoyed it. I will let Wendy speak because she's about to gloat that she called it on Tyson. But
yeah. I
yeah.
knew it. I knew Tyson wasn't serious. The first day when we recapped the show, when we saw like the highlights or whatever,
The premiere, yeah.
the premiere, um I was like, this man is unserious. And then knowing that they sort of begged him to do it, I was like, yeah, he's just not going to take this seriously. And that's exactly what happened during the show. And I like that the women were calling him out that he's unserious.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go guy by guy. We're on Tyson already, so let's just go through that. I think yes, Tyson. I was rooting for him to actually be serious, but he wasn't. Like, if he's a Peter Pan at this age, he's gonna Peter Pan. I don't know for the rest. I think the only thing I will say, and I have no facts, I have nothing. I think that Tyson said that he wanted to have more kids. He does have a kid, but he kept telling people that he wanted to have more kids. I feel like the only reason he said that the rest of the other guys didn't want kids. I think Carlos was like, if my woman wants to have a kid, I'll have another kid with her. I think that Tyson said he wanted kids so he can justify wanting a younger woman. Because that is the most PC way that you can be like, oh, you can't have kids. I can't be with you. So
Yeah,
that's the only reason why
yeah,
he
I
was saying
agree.
that.
I agree with that. I didn't think about it when I was watching the show, but I agree with you. Definitely. Like I
Yeah.
knew he wanted young women, but I didn't like tie the wanting kids with the younger women. So now I have a reason.
Yeah. So I think the only other highlight is, what did you think of Tyson and I want to say her name was Jennifer, the one that was Carlos's perfect match
Oh
that he had
yeah,
a connection with, because the person that was Tyson's perfect match, which was the opera singer
that looked like Vanessa
that looked like
Williams.
Vanessa
Oh my
Williams,
god.
I knew that's Allison. I knew that there was no chance that they were going to get together because Allison is way younger than Tyson. Well, not way younger. She's 45, I believe, but she presents like not like a church aunt. Like, she just looks older,
Yeah, she looks
and
older.
Tyson was not going to go for that. Tyson is was not, and then Jennifer is who looked younger and who he connected with. What did you think about? Did you think that him and Allison could make it work in
Never.
any? Yeah,
Never. She just looked like she's gorgeous, but she gave like mature auntie vibes.
yeah,
And particularly on that show, Tyson gave immature vibes. So
yeah,
like it just even looked awkward.
yeah. So
Like
what do you?
them being together just seemed very weird because he was giving immature and then she's giving auntie. So it looked weird.
So what did you think about Tyson and Felicia? I think aesthetically they look so good,
Yeah, I think it was just very physical, very sexual.
like
Like they were,
physical
yeah, they had
attraction.
a serious physical attraction to each other. Like you could tell they weren't even like having in-depth conversations or anything. Yeah.
Oh, so my final thing with Tyson was, what are your thoughts on how he handled the whole situation with Sarah? So allegedly he's like Sarah was his top. I'm like, that girl was begging for your time every single time. I'm familiar with Sarah because for those of you who watch Shaws of Sunset, she was on that show for I think like a season. And the same thing, the person that she dated was a whole thing, and Reza was all like, you dated him? So I already knew who she dated. And for those who don't know, she had a famous ex, which she just refused to name. And Tyson kept saying, who is this ex? Who have you dated? He was like, okay, now you have to tell me. Again, if you make a big deal of not mentioning who you're dating, of course the intrigue is going to be there. I don't know. At some point, you just make up a name and then off camera, maybe just kind of say what it is. But I guess it had to play out. So she showed him the picture, and it is he who shall not be named, the Pied Piper, Robert Kelly. And I just Tyson's reaction was nah, 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 nah. I can't be a so. I don't know if he was mad at what it was, but he was like, I can't be associated with this. If it was like an image thing, or if we were genuinely upset at the fact that she was. I don't know what it was, but what did you think about how he handled it in terms of particularly at the elimination? Not even opening his mouth to eliminate, he handed it over to Carlos and said, Carlos, you take care of this for me.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised. I'm like, is there something that we're missing here? Because why is Tyson a victim? I understand not wanting to be associated with anyone that's associated with the Pied Piper, but making yourself the victim and making Sarah look like she did something, like, I'm not sure.
I think that I can understand where he's coming from in terms of like, one, you did not mention that. I just think that's, to me, I don't know if other people disagree, but I think that is something you should mention to someone. So you give them all the information and you figure out if you want to still proceed to date me or not. And two, I think it's the second of, I think it was like a long-term relationship, like 3 years. And I think he's like, why did you condone what he did? Did you not? And she's saying that she didn't. Depending, we didn't get much information, but I think depending on what angle he's looking at it for, how much more information did you need about someone who married a 14-year-old? Because regardless of when it happened, it was way after.
Yeah, and
At
that's
least.
why I'm like, is there something that we're missing? Like, is there something that they talked about or didn't like
No, I think
talk
what
about?
the producers missed the mark on was explaining Tyson's point of view in what exactly you specifically are mad at. I think they left it for us to infer, and it's almost like there's a lot of things you can be mad at. There's a lot of things,
Yeah,
but
because he
you,
kept saying she broke his trust. Like, it
yeah,
seemed like
yeah,
it was very, very heavy. So like, and I didn't understand. Now Tyson has the right to do whatever he wants to do. If he doesn't want to be associated with someone that dated R. Kelly, like, that is his right.
yeah,
But like, I still didn't understand in full detail exactly what he was mad at, and like why he felt like why his trust was broken, especially like when you say somebody broke your trust, that means that you had some level of in-depth relationship with this person.
yeah,
Tyson just didn't give serious with anyone, so I didn't get it.
yeah. So yeah, I agree with you that that's where they missed the mark. Like again, some could argue that it's very clear what it is, but it's because of the words he said. I can't be associated. She broke my trust. Okay, so what did y'all talk about? Did she lie? Did she say someone else? And then it turned out that it was him. But by all means, understood. Like you feel like you can't. Maybe he feels like you can't trust this person if you thought that he was good enough to date for 3 years. I don't know. But in
Yeah.
terms of like not actually telling her yourself face to face, I don't know. I had a problem with that.
Yeah, Tyson honestly just gave so unserious that even in this serious moment, I couldn't take him seriously because I'm like, "Ugh, he's just looking for something to eliminate this girl."
Yeah,
Like, it just,
sorry. He said that he doesn't like conflict. We've seen that before. If something happens, he just tries to sweet talk himself. And if you're a 53-year-old man, how do you plan to have a relationship if you don't want to have the uncomfortable conversations? It's inevitable for you to have the uncomfortable conversations, you know?
yeah. And then you know me, I'm going to talk about like this looks thing. The way everyone was so obsessed about his looks, like he annoyed me so much that like, ugh, I was like, ugh,
What
okay.
annoyed you specifically?
His childish behavior annoyed me so much that like he started to look not attractive to me.
Okay, I have to give background. If you're new to the podcast, Wendy, I call her a certified hater, but Wendy has this thing where no matter how good you look, if your actions and your behavior just misaligns or you act childish or you're selfish or anything, you just don't look attractive to her. Like she ties your behavior on like me. I'm just a lustful person. If you're cute, you're cute. I can acknowledge that you have bad behavior, but it doesn't take away from your cuteness. But for Wendy, your behavior is tied to your looks for her.
Yeah.
So that's what she means by the more childish he got, the more he put his timetable. I don't know. I wasn't as offended with the timetable, but I can see how they could be offended
And
because there's a
the
lot.
what made it worse for Tyson was how serious the other two men are. So like the women are looking at Thaddeus and Carlos like, wow, they're so serious. And
But
then
it
you have
wasn't the
someone that is
same.
extremely unserious.
But it wasn't the same. Like in terms of the timetable, like specifically, a lot of the women wanted to date Tyson. They didn't have as many as Tyson, so it was manageable. Everyone wanted to be on Tyson's book. So to me, for the thing, the most, I see how it looks, but it's not a normal situation. It's a TV show. It's a
Yeah.
dating show.
Yeah,
You're
and
all
that's what
dating
actually
each other.
frustrated me with these women as well. Like, man, they were tapping out like they didn't know what they signed up for. I was like, you guys came here to compete. Like now you're getting upset during the competition that you have to compete. Did they tell you what you were coming to do here? Like, what is the issue? I mean, I know I would never sign up for something like this, but like, surely you must have known that you were going to be competing with other women and like you're tapping out so quickly. You gotta fight for your man. That's what you came here to do.
Well, at the end of the day, Tyson said he's going home by himself and he did not leave with a queen. We move on to Carlos. Carlos is 43. And I don't know, it was fun. Carlos locked in with Janae from jump. The only other person that kind of was competition was Jennifer when she came in, and she was the one that was tapped to be his perfect match. So on the one side, the matchmaker was right, like they got someone that was kind of like his perfect match. They lived in the same city, they went to the same church, and Jennifer was cute and kind of level headed. But with Janae, do you think Janae was doing too much? Do you think she was mean to Jennifer, or do you think like it was just regular behavior?
I don't know. I would have behaved like Janae, so I don't know. I don't. I'm not your friend. I'm sorry. Like we're not sister wives or whatever. So no, I don't know. I found it okay.
I think because of the production, I think no, I wanted to say Will Packer produces this, but I could be wrong, so I don't want to say that. But they produce it in Atlanta because I was thinking like if all three of the men, I'm not sure where Thaddeus is, but I know two of them are in Florida. Why didn't they just do it there in their home base? But they did it. They also do Queen's Court in Atlanta, so they do it in Atlanta. But the thing that I noticed that they got a lot is women who have dated celebrities before. Because Janae said the same thing that
Yeah,
she's dated, famous people. I think Felicia said the same thing. We have Jennifer, and then we had the same thing with Sarah, who
yeah.
they all said that they had dated, famous people. I think the thing for me is I was very surprised that Carlos could just pick Janae early on. Like, I didn't think he was allowed to just like someone like that. And, but Carlos just seems like, I don't want trouble in my life. Like, I've been through the thing, I've cheated, I've married twice, and all that stuff. I'm just gonna pick Janae, who, by the way, appeared in an IG ad for me. Not like her. It was just
Really?
it was an ad, and then she came up and she was in the ad. But I will say this about Carlos. Going back and looking back in his past, Carlos do have a type. They all look alike. All
Oh, okay. A consistent king. I like
it's a
that.
consistent king. So it was very nice to see him just be decisive. And also for Janae, who came with a lot of trust issues, because that was a huge, like, I could feel her trepidation through the TV.
Me
Like,
too.
just like, oh my God, I
And
can't
maybe
believe.
I'm a little like Janae. Maybe that's why I'm like, shit, that's how I've been too. And honestly, I loved how like Carlos like locked in.
Yeah.
And I remember like I was watching this over the weekend with my friend, and I was just like, see, like it's not that difficult.
If he wanted to, he would.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
if he
really not
wanted
that
to, he
hard.
would.
People always make it like it's like some extreme procedure. Like, he's just asking her to be his girlfriend. This is a two-way door decision. If it doesn't work out, then fine. It doesn't work out. Like, he's not asking to for a hand in marriage.
Yeah, but I think I was surprised because imagine if all three men locked in early, we have no show.
That's true.
That's
And
what I
that's
was.
why, and I'm pretty sure that's why they had the likes of Tyson in there. I know there is some behavioral psychologist or psychiatrist behind these dating shows, and they have a look at the personality types
Yeah.
of the shows. They consult with the producers. They have to create a narrative and a story around all these things. So they're not gonna get like the same three people with the same personality types.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, FYI, I mean, Carlos is 10 years older than Janae. She's 33. So I hope it works out for them. They are still together. They're having a great time. Like, if you just go on their Instagrams, it is like they have me cheesing. Like, she seems so happy. And I'm so glad that he he told her, because I think he specifically told her in one of the episodes, like, I'm looking out for you. Like, you don't have to be scared. Like, he knows her because at some point he was saying, like, her fear is the fear that I'm going to do this. And then it starts showing, then she starts acting out. But there's nothing like, they always say, like, people want to be in love, but they also want to be known, to be seen. So there's nothing
And
like
to
someone.
feel safe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. And I
Yeah,
think he provided all of that. And
yeah,
they're having a great time. I think they're 1 year together. They're
yeah.
all together. All their pictures are so cute. I just hope that old habits are dead, because they say old habits die hard. I hope his are dead, 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 and no
I don't
cheating.
I don't even think Janae's personality will allow for the old habits to thrive.
Ma'am, cheating has no reins. If you're
No,
going
so
to.
like I'm saying he could do it, but like I don't think Janae will be there. Would have
No, I get it, but it will hurt
yeah.
her. That's
Yeah,
that's
it
the part
would.
I'm like, I don't know if she can recover again, because this is public
Yeah.
now. This is everything. Because the thing about Carlos, I do think Carlos is a lover boy. I looked at
Yeah.
his wedding photos. I looked at, you would never think these people would separate or
Yeah.
anything,
But
would
he said
happen.
he married young, right?
No, that's his first wife.
So he
His
cheated in
second.
both marriages?
I'm not sure, but
Oh,
I
okay.
just mean like, I think it was the second. I'm not sure. The young, we might be the first. I don't know for sure. Someone can correct me. But his wedding was just when 2020 or 2022. So it's
Oh,
not like,
really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's just like, well, his children are adorable. His daughter's adorable. He does everything his daughter, like, he seems to be like a good father. Again, you can never judge anyone by social media, but kudos to Carlos for locking in, being respectful, and just being present through the whole. I do think he was present through the whole thing, and that's how he was able to lock in. So our last guy, Thaddeus, this man, I couldn't tell if he was genuinely interested in the people here, and the fact that his person was Kalia, who came in late. um, Kalia was being a little creepy. God told me you're mine. Like, I've never been a fan of when someone says God told me you're mine, because if God is saying it, why isn't he telling both of us? Why is he telling one person? But, at some point she was comparing him to Carlos. And that's where I didn't appreciate the three different people. It's like, Carlos locked in. Why aren't you locking in? Because they're here to date. And while you're dating, yes, you may like someone more, but you still want to date to make sure, like, you're turning out. Carlos for sure, yes. Thaddeus was going through his own journey, but I think that I say this about maths too. When you get to see other people, you get to compare, and then you get to not be on your own journey. But I'm curious to know what your thoughts were
I
about
felt
him.
like the women really stressed Thaddeus out. I felt like he had always had good intentions. He was respectful. Like that one issue that he had with I can't remember her name. But she had told him to, I think she was his second choice.
Hmm.
Uh no, third. She had told him to prioritize her,
Yeah.
and then and not she didn't explicitly say don't talk to Kalia or whatever, but like she
Hmm.
had said, I just need you to give me all the attention tonight, whatever. And
Yeah.
then they were in the dressing room and Kalia came in a towel and kissed Thaddeus on the head, and then she got upset about it and they had a whole big brawl about it. And I'm just like, oh my God, like if you're not going to explicitly communicate with this man what your issue is, like I see you like Kalia. I don't want you to give her any attention tonight. Like, okay, what should he do if Kalia kisses him on the head? I'm like,
Yeah.
why is that a debate now with us during our dinner where we're supposed to be giving each other time? Now you that said I should give you all the attention. You start drawing the attention to somebody else because you're upset
Yeah.
about the somebody else giving him a kiss on his head. Like, what should he do about it?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like they misunderstood Thaddeus a bit too much. And again, this is where my comment came from. Like, did this women know they were coming here to compete?
You're
Like,
talking
I don't
about
understand.
you're talking about Ariel.
No,
Um
no, no. That's it's not Ariel. Ariel is the one from Houston, right? So it was his third choice
oh, okay. I can't remember her name then. It's not Brianna. Is it? No. Not no, not
because
Catherine. Right?
Ariel and Kalia were his final two. It was the third woman.
Oh, okay. I don't remember her name then. I was thinking
Yeah,
about Ariel. But yeah, I think the thing is, you think that you have a handle on it, but then when you're in that situation and you're getting worried and you're not getting the reassurance, which to me is your answer, but you don't
exactly. And
want
then
to,
you just start picking fights.
yeah, you don't want to accept it because you already know that Kalia is his one. So that means that he's already been showing the affection to Kalia. And you're trying to be like, okay, let today be all about me. But then that happens and that triggers you. I think it's just facing the fact, like they say this in all these dating shows, it's not normal to watch your person date other people. So
Yeah.
you think you can handle it, but really you cannot handle it. But I think Thaddeus said he learned about himself because of his communication style. I think a lot of people didn't know, what to do with that. Was Thaddeus the one? Yes, Thaddeus is the one who has a girl best friend who
Oh
is
yeah, his
basically,
ex.
yeah, who's basically a mother to his children and he's
Yeah.
in and out. And I'm like, ooh, that's going to be
Yeah, that would piss me off. The
a
funny thing is,
problem.
like, I hate like settings like that, like all these men with their women best friends that are like, it's stupid to me. But like Thaddeus was actually my favorite person because I don't know, he seemed more human. Like what he was going through seemed just relatable, almost. Like he didn't seem fake. He seemed like he
Yeah,
was genuinely like being himself.
he was being vulnerable. Like he
Yeah,
shared, tough things about his life and
yeah.
his background. And at the end he chose Kalia and I was surprised. I
Yeah.
just didn't
Oh,
think
and I think another reason why I like Thaddeus, sorry to interrupt, is like he likes professional women. And they were age appropriate, everything. Like, and I like, he wasn't, and not like I'm calling the women ugly. They were all very attractive, but like they were different. Like,
Mhm.
like he didn't
He wasn't
follow like the
looking for the
regular standards of beauty, like the social standards of like beauty. Like
yeah,
it was a mixed bag for him. I like that.
yeah. I think he was looking at like the whole package,
Yes.
in terms of everything and recognizing it, not just
Yeah.
like if you see Tyson, you just know Tyson is looking for one particular thing,
Yeah.
and that was it. So
Yeah. But those women were hella accomplished. Thaddeus's women, I was
yeah,
like, wow, wow, I'm
yeah, he's drawn
impressed.
to those. Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. But yeah,
Yeah.
he is not with Clea anymore, even though at the end they did say that they were together and all that, but she has a statement, something about choosing herself and something. So they didn't say anything, so we don't know what happened. I do think that it was weird that the show didn't end with the host, the Pete's. Like, I just the You're My Queen, let's go on this. Like, again, to show how intentional Carlos was. Carlos got tickets for them to go decompress because, of course, after filming a show, it's going to be like a lot for you to do all that. So they went to Cabo, they went to go chill before, doing all the things. But I think they should just have had the host just. I don't. Am I reaching? It was just weird that they just ended it with the host had been with them every step of the way, every decision, everything, and they just weren't there.
I didn't miss them.
So yeah. So that was it for King's Court. I don't know if they'll have another season. It will be curious. I think the thing about King's and Queen's Court is that it's dependent on who is chosen to be the main. Because for me, Queen's Court in the beginning, I think maybe because I have this thing when Nivea is on, it's hard for me to watch. And it had Tamar. That's a lot for me. No, Tamar was in. No, yeah, she
Yeah, it
was
was
season one.
Nivea, Tema, and Evelyn
And
Lozada.
Evelyn that were on there. And then season two, they had K Michelle,
Vivica and
Delicious. No, not
not
Delicious, and
Vivica.
the
The
Brat
pri-
sister.
yeah, the Prime Minister's ex-wife,
Yes. Oh gosh.
Lisa Ray.
Yes, Lisa Ray. Here's when your mind just goes blank at the worst
Yeah.
times. So that was fun. So we're curious to see if they get a season two, if they're gonna put it back on Peacock. I didn't check what the numbers were like, but if I know my country, I know that this show is probably not pull big numbers on
We
there.
had Nigerian representation there. Did you notice?
Well, we always do. Like
Like
to
the
me, it's
two
nothing.
girls.
I always tell the audience that it's not a complete reality show of a Nigerian. Like I feel like we're in everything that it's not
Yeah.
even. It's not news for me anymore. And of course, if
Yeah.
it's based in Atlanta, it's gonna be there all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back to talk about Ready to Love.
After the holidays, there's so much to clean up and get ready for the coming year. This leaves me exhausted and a lot of things falling off my to-do list. It's time to lock in, and Omaha Steaks delivers everything you crave to reset after the holidays. An order from them means having high-quality Omaha steaks on hand at all times. I'm a big meat lover myself, and I always go with medium rare. But there's also plenty of poultry and other options available. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. A family-owned company with over 100 years of expertise in the meat industry. Let Omaha Steaks deliver high-quality proteins right to your door. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their end-of-season sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code YUM at checkout. That's OMAHA steaks.com, promo code YUM. Terms apply. See site for details. Go to www.omahasteaks.com to get 50% off site-wide during their end-of-season sale. And use promo code YUM at checkout for an extra $35 off. Minimum purchase may apply. Thanks to Omaha Steaks for sponsoring us.
All right. Ready to Love season 10. I don't know. OWN does its shows such a disservice. Like, I want to support OWN all the time, but OWN makes it so hard. Like, if you don't have regular TV, like, or YouTube TV or something like that, or your DVR, they make it so hard for you to watch the show. You finally have the show. They do 4 episodes. They take a hiatus. Don't come back until like a month and something on. And it's like, who's interested? The season itself was not even as captivating. I'm not saying don't watch the show. There's 9 other seasons to choose from. I mean, this is season 10. I'm just saying like this was just not its best representation of the show. And it felt like they didn't put any effort in this season.
Yeah.
It was just okay, we got to check it off, and then that's it. It started out in Houston and then or in Atlanta and then moved to Houston, and then now they're doing just we got to just keep rolling it out, and everything was just kind of weird. But the reunion gave. The
That's
reunion
that's
gave.
that's where all the drama
All the drama was there. They start the reunion by Tommy saying that it's the most successful dating show in TV history, and I'm like, Tommy, okay,
says who.
Tommy, let's not do that. But I will, sorry, just to go back to the finalists, not everybody makes it. So the premise of the show, just for those of you who are new to this, is they bring a whole bunch of singles. They go to a particular city, bring a whole bunch of singles on there. So the thing about the show is that they skew older. It's usually people who are like supposed to be like late 30s, 40s, but now they've been younger now a little, going like maybe 33 or something. So for the most part, you've met people who have maybe been married before, already have kids, and it's just a second chance at love. So they meet in mixers, they kind of match with each other. Every week they meet Tommy in a different place. They alternate weeks. The men meet, the women meet, and then they decide who they want to send home. And then they have the bottom 2 people. So 2 of the men or the women, whichever week it is, take them out, the opposite gender, on a date, and then tell them that they have all decided that you are not ready to love, and then you go home until the final people are left. And then they have like I don't know what they call it, finale ceremony. It's not a rose ceremony, but a finale thingy where they meet and then they say, I choose you. Do you choose me back or not? So at the very end, the couples that we had were Francisco and Tay. We have Jay and Kiara. They both chose each other. And then we had Cam and Sahara. Arguing at the reunion, at the meet, or whatever it's called, was wild because it's not a good omen. Cam, we're going to talk about Cam because Cam, we talked offline, Wendy and I talked about the show, and it just felt like Cam didn't want to pick nobody. This man was poking holes at every single person, right?
Yeah. Again, it's one of those. I found him insufferable, annoying. I think people take advantage of the fact that, like, yes, you're allowed to date multiple people, but like, I mean, it's the same thing in real life. Yes, you are allowed to date multiple people. That's the premise of the show. But like, at some point, you're going to start narrowing down to at least like one person or
Mhm.
two people or whatever. And Cam just seemed like he wasn't trying to do that. Like, he just wanted to keep everyone in limbo.
Yeah.
And that was annoying.
Yeah, it just if you like maybe looked in the wrong direction that day, Cam would be like, "Well, instead of you to look left, I don't know. I don't want that kind of woman who looks to the right in my life." Like he was just looking for you to fail so he could say that he wasn't picking you. And at the end of the day, he had Rose as a finalist, but Rose went home, and then he had Sahara
And
and
Angie.
Angie as his finals. He kept saying like, okay, so no one was interested in Sahara. Like he was the only one that was fighting for her. And he just kept saying Sahara is, but then they had the meetup with the families and he still hadn't picked. And when she was asking for reassurance, he just kept saying, I haven't decided. She's like, we're down to the wire and we're meeting tomorrow. How do you not know? And I think that's the same thing we see in King's Court, where the women are just looking for reassurance. And I don't know why many prior seasons and episodes have happened and the men still don't have a handle on how to, I'm not saying fake it, but at least give some kind of thing where it's like, if especially if allegedly you were going to pick her, just say it.
Yeah, like they're so unserious. Now, if the woman is asking for reassurance, let's say it's a 6 week show and she's asking for reassurance in week one, you can be like, okay, chill out.
Yeah.
But like reassurance in week six?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding?
This was the day before because she was like, we're
Yeah,
about to
so
give
yeah.
it
So
to
like the final week, the day before, you're still like, oh yeah, I don't know. You are an unserious person. You are unserious. And like now I even doubt that he actually really likes Sahara. Like Cam seems a like an opportunist and someone that's like diabolical and calculated.
He's just egotistical to me. He just likes to feed his ego. He knew that
Yes.
Sahara liked him and he was just playing on
But
that.
there's a reason why he picked Sahara too. Like because he knew nobody liked her.
Hmm.
That's what I feel. Like people like that like play on people's weaknesses. That's what he gives me.
I don't even think Sahara cared because, to be honest, she didn't even give him a chance. She was like, he was like, I was gonna pick you, and she was like, I was gonna pick me too. I was gonna pick
Yeah,
myself.
he
But
didn't
honestly,
expect that from her. Again, like think about it. He thought because nobody liked her, like she was probably going to be desperate for his attention or whatever. But she surprised him.
yeah, I'm glad she did that. Like, I'm like, you weren't wrong. Like, if you wanted me, you'd have said it. And he was like, I wish she was more patient. How much more patient could she have been? She's not your lapdog, just waiting for you,
That's
you know,
exactly what he wants. He's
to
so and
like
he's
her.
okay. So I was about to say he's not that cute.
I mean, he's not bad looking, and I think that's the issue. It's like he's the person who thinks like because I'm not bad looking, I'm tall and all that, then I'm the prize, and that's all I have to do. I don't have to do anything. But
Yeah, well, you
either
guys
way,
know me and people's nasty attitudes and how that makes their physical appearance worse off to me.
so they didn't pick each other, and then we move on to the reunion, and everyone is still talking about this Angie and busting the window, which I feel dragged on too long. I was just bored by the end of the day where they kept talking about it. But I don't know, maybe it was the appropriate amount of talking about it. But I think Angie wasn't helping herself because everyone tried to say like, "Oh, it was a long time ago," and I think she was still trying to correct them, like, it's not. I was in my 20s. It wasn't. It's
Angie always seems like drunk to me or like under the influence of something.
no. She's just. She always looked. Is it maybe she just? I don't know. Maybe she popped an edible. I don't know. For me,
Yeah,
she just
yes.
looked unkempt to me.
Yeah, like
Just
her
always seemed,
hair wasn't like
yeah.
it looked wet.
It just looked unkempt to me. Like it's like,
Yeah.
okay, just put a little bit more attention into this. But yeah, she hadn't busted this window. She said it was 5 years ago. That is not long at all. So
Yeah. And that
maybe
also means she was 35 because she's
yes.
40 now. So
Yeah,
5 years ago is when you were 35.
yeah. So she was
If
saying,
she was 29 and she did it 5 years ago, it will mean she was 24. You can forgive that a little bit. But like you're 40 and you did this 5 years ago, it means you were 35. That is insane.
in fact, she corrected them that it wasn't a car window, it was a house window.
Oh yeah.
The problem is like it's being unapologetic, I think, is the issue. But my problem is we're talking so much about this window. Why did they keep her? This is again, you're talking so much, it's so this, it's so that, you cut other people, immediately. Why did they keep her? But that's
Probably
a whole,
producer influence, who knows.
who knows. She does mention that Khalil shot his shot with her and he scored. I'm like, Tommy's like, scored, like, what I mean, what's that supposed to be? Like, he seems lost, but I don't know if he was playing coy. But honestly, I'm wasting all your time. The star of the show is Rose, because Rose came in here, guns blazing, guns loaded. She was in the mood. She always seemed like she was in the mood. And she was going on about to Hussein. Do you think Hussein is cute?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank God you're savable.
Because Hussein is nice to me. Like he didn't.
Okay, he's
Yeah,
cute.
he's cute.
And
Like and super tall. Yeah, he's cute.
and then she's like, me and you should have walked in here as a couple. I'm like, okay. And accountability is so hard for Rose because till today, Rose does not see what the problem is. Let me break it down for you guys. So at some point they meet with the families, right? And they met with the families and they were asking about her child's father. And she's like, oh yeah, I don't speak to him. He's incarcerated. Hussein is like, excuse me, what?
And
That
this is
was the
like what week? What of
this is
them getting to know each other
yeah,
exactly?
towards the end. And this
Hmm.
is the first time he's hearing it. So he has a problem. Like, okay, I don't mind that he's in jail. It's the fact that you're just telling me in front of my family and I look like a chump because I had no idea. And it's something that is serious. And I think Cam was also her interest, her connection, and he found out too when they all met up and they just decided they were going to cut her because of that. All Rose is hearing is like they cut her because she has a an ex that's in jail, and that's not it. It's the accountability of like, how can you not tell me something that deep? And Rose is not having it. And the glimpse of who we saw when that connection was telling her about surrogacy and she absolutely went apeshit on him came out. And I think that's the bigger problem is like Rose doesn't seem to be able to reason with her when she gets to that point.
She can't. It's the most one of the most dangerous people because there are several archetypes that are dangerous. Are people to me people that don't have boundaries, people that are male centered, and people that can't emotionally regulate. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Rose can't emotionally regulate, and she's so like black and white or very far in her
She's tunnel visioned.
this her spectrum. It's like, oh, I'm super nice and I'm so accommodating. I don't know if you remember like one of the episodes where they asked her like what her um
Strength.
yeah, like what her negative sides are. And she
Mhm.
literally says she doesn't have any. And like I think it was Hussein that's like, there is nobody on earth that doesn't have things that like are questionable, whatever, like behaviors. Like how can you just say that? Right. So she is male centered. She Rose was giving pick me vibes, so male centered and can emotionally regulate. Those two archetypes, I just she's a dangerous person and she's not self-aware too. Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like those types of people will throw you under the bus, will which she did actually.
Yeah, she did. So she's so angry, and I don't know how long ago this was from when filming wrapped, But she just kept repeating again, like, you robbed me of my happy ending. And then just blurted out, the funny part is, I don't know why you're mad that my child's father is in jail when you've been incarcerated too. I think everybody gasped, not gasps. Everybody gasped and was like, what? And it was just kind of tacky because, again, he, like, it's not because he's in jail. Like, it's because he didn't know, you didn't tell him, and he's like, I need more time to process that. But she's written her own narrative, and that's all it was gonna be. And it just felt, and you could see that he felt attacked because he was just like, well, I mean, he did that thing, like, not my favorite. This is why men don't confide in women because they'll throw it back to you and say
But
this.
I honestly thought it was appropriate in that time because that was crazy. Like being vulnerable with someone and sharing something during your vulnerable moments, and then they use it against you during mad day is disgusting. And a
Yeah,
lot of women do that.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. But it was just, I didn't understand why she was so angry. Like, how did he rob her of her happy ending? Just because it didn't happen on the show, and we're gonna get to all the shenanigans afterwards. Just because it didn't happen on the show doesn't mean it ended. Like, do you mean a happy ending on TV? Is the on TV silent? Because if you were going meant to be, you would be, and he didn't rob you. It was a domino effect. You missed out on telling him about an important piece of information that was important to him, and he didn't get over it, and that's what happened.
It's because Rose has created this image of herself in her head, like, oh, I'm a loving woman and I'm caring and I'm this, and every man should want me for that reason. And it's like, not every man's going to want you, and you should be fine with that. It's okay. And mind you, I heard that they had a IG live like maybe sometime this week or
Who and who?
whatever. Rose and Deanna and Tay and all of them, and
Okay,
they said Rose is still like, I was reading a recap somewhere.
okay,
She's still sticking to her guns
that.
about being robbed.
All right, she needs to
I mean,
get that.
they said she apologized to Cam, like they had a conversation,
Hmm.
that it wasn't televised, but you could still see that full accountability was not like on her part. I didn't watch the live. I'm just like recapping somebody else's opinion, and that's what they said.
Hmm.
That she had some private conversation with Cam, but it still felt like she wasn't owning every like her behavior during the reunion.
So they think that she was wrong.
During the reunion, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're agreeing with like our thoughts, like you
Okay.
and I, and how she acted during the reunion.
Okay.
Because we haven't even gotten to the other half of the
No, no,
reunion.
yeah, that's why I said we're gonna get down to it. So I'll take a
Yeah,
quick break and I'll be right back. All right. The reunion had a Who Said That game that I actually enjoyed. I don't know how you felt about that.
I
Just like,
liked it.
oh, who said that? That was fun to watch. I think it was good to break some of the tension, that was going on there. Um, I was very confused about Cam's intention with Sahara because if if Sahara was his top intention, I don't know. Shanice says that he never mentioned her as a top connection. I think that's with her guy. Is his name Jay? Do
Who,
you remember Jay?
Shanice?
Shanice?
Shanice is the
Sorry. Yeah, Shanice is now dating Fritz, I
Fritz, yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
So she was calling out Cam and saying that Cam is feeling like he's a hero. Like, I guess backing up what you were saying, that you feel like a hero because you stood up for her in the deliberation room, but like, we talk all the time, but you never mentioned her as a top connection. And in fact, he texted her to ask who he should pick, and that he was
Hmm.
being fake and playing a game. Do you
Hmm.
believe that or not?
Yeah. But like Cam was just doing it to see what he can get from Shanice too. Like he wasn't doing it because he really respected Shanice's opinion.
Hmm.
He's just such a fuck boy. Like, oh my god. Like he's gonna try every woman. That's the type of person Cam is.
I mean, Cam asked
Like,
to go to Spain with her. He didn't deny it.
yeah, he wanted to be her sugar baby. Cause like again, Shanice unfortunately like led with like her accomplishments and her body and all of all that stuff. So like again, Cam always tries to find those people that he believes have certain weaknesses, and then he preys on those weaknesses of theirs. Like that, he's just an ultimate fuckboy. So
Yeah.
like he didn't respect or need Shanice's opinion. He was just trying to buy his way into her finances or her pants or one of those.
This group is giving me anxiety. Sahara and Kam are talking, and Angie just comes in and is like, keep my motherfucking name out your mouth." And then, what everyone's like, wait, what? What happened? What's going on? What's this? I think one of the best things about Ready to Love reunion is the backstage and all the things that they show
I
us with that.
love that.
Sahara finally gets her to calm down, and she's like, Cam was telling Rose that I'm so aggressive to my ex and all this stuff. And then they're like, oh, it's a lie. The thing is, we don't know what's a lie, what is true, what is not. But no one tries to get information. Just emotions just come out, and everyone's just yelling at everyone inside there. So they get back to everything, and Rose was talking about how they tried after the process, but there was no trying, and that she didn't get a phone call. And then I think it was Cam that was going on, and then she's like, yeah, because I blocked him. I'm like, Rose, how were you expecting a phone call but you blocked him? So oh, this is Sahara and Cam. I'm so sorry, this is Sahara and Cam. She's like, so how did you expect a phone call if you blocked him and that happened? But then Rose chimes in, and because she was saying, like, I think she was leaning towards like, I could give him another chance. But then Rose is like, be careful. And then everyone's like, wait, what? Now notice the camera is showing us the people on stage, but they're also showing us the people backstage who are watching on the screen, right? And she's like, what does that mean? She's like, well, me and Cam dated after the experiment, and he's into polygamy, and he has an issue with cheating. And one of the things he wants to do is bring another woman in the bedroom. And that one time she went in there, she saw empty condom wrappers. She knew it wasn't hers because they use condoms. And the way everyone was like, someone was like, wait, y'all fucked? Like, it was, she just said a lot of things,
The
a lot of
gossip.
things at the same time.
Gossip.
And I'm like, I had to rewind because I'm like, Shirley, after all that emotion you had about Hussein, this was happening with Cam. So who robbed you of what? Like, what is going on? There was so much that is going on. Then she ended everything after all that when we thought that was the bomb. She's like, so the question is, are you expecting or are you not? Everyone is like, wait, what is she talking about? And someone's like, I think she's talking about a baby. Cam is like, wait, what? She keeps dropping bombs. She's like, yeah, I went through your phone and I know you were going through this with Ashley. And so I'm like, Rose, my girl, you need to take a deep breath. You don't need to be stressed out by these men.
Crazy.
Oh my God. So Tommy is just like, wait. Are you saying, like, were you guys intimate? And basically the answer is yes. But Rose doesn't make anything easy. She just didn't say yes. She's like, Tommy, we're adults and we do what adults do. I'm like, okay, Rose, just take a deep breath. It's okay. But you know what? I give them props for being cool for her dating two men. Because most men are usually like, oh, you dated that person, you dated that person, I'm not gonna date. But it seemed like she
So
dated.
Tommy's question was about Hussein, if
No,
she slept with Hussein.
no,
And
it
that's
was.
when she said, we do what adults do.
Oh, okay, but no,
Yeah.
Tommy's question was about. Oh, okay, so that was Hussein afterwards. Okay,
Yes.
yes. Okay.
Because I
Okay.
kind of found it inappropriate for Tommy to ask her
Why?
that. That's so messy. I mean, like, it's good for us,
It's not
the
messy. He's
audience.
trying to clarify
Like,
that was it just
that she was
date?
sleeping with two men
I mean, she has
from the
agency.
show.
She has agency. I think
I just felt like that was messy of Tommy.
I think what he was trying to do was to be like, let's not get it confused, like, oh, you were going on dates, because we just saw her being so upset about Hussein. And then now we're seeing you so upset about Cam. So do you have feelings for, like, are they that intense for both of them? So I think it was just showing the level of intimacy. And there's really no classy way to ask that. It's gonna come out messy, but he had to clarify that. And thank you for correcting that. Yes, it was
Yeah.
for Hussein. But yes, like I said, I do give them props because she didn't hide it. They both knew
Yeah,
that
because
she was
Cam was
dating
like, "Oh,
them.
you were dating both of us, or whatever," like
Yeah.
trying to act upset in quotes about
So
that.
I still don't understand why she keeps saying her happy ending was stolen because she still got to date both of them and they broke up for other reasons. It's now not beside it's not because of the jail thing because now things happen after filming ended. So what were those reasons? Now that they didn't tell us. Well,
Exactly.
we know the one for Cam. Apparently he was cheating, but Rose just sounds angry. Rose is the kind of person you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna cut you to the bone.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't know. She still sounds like she likes Hussein. I think she likes what Hussein presents as. And I'm saying that because I don't know the guy, but even for you, you're like, oh, he's nice and he's
He
everything.
seemed nice on
Okay, he
TV.
seemed nice. So I think
Yeah.
she sees herself okay with someone like that. That like Cam, at least he still has like fuckboy tendencies and all that.
Yeah.
But Hussein presents like, I'm a responsible man, my son, and all that stuff or whatever. So because I'm like, why are you not telling Cam that he robbed you of an like why is it just Hussein, but you dated, but I don't know. The
Now
whole
I'm
thing.
curious about the timeline of the intimacy.
It would be the dating whenever they all dated. I don't know.
Like both of
Um.
them during the time, because Cam to me seems like after the show and Hussein seems like during the show.
Oh, I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. The one thing about Ready to Love I've never understood, considering that it's for an older crowd, is like they shy away from any kind of intimacy.
This is the
Except
first time that
it's not the first, but it's
me I've heard of like someone just blurting out that they slept with two of the men.
so like in the reunion, right? They always talk about it afterwards, but I mean like during the show, we don't see
Oh
them kiss. We don't see
yeah.
them kiss a lot. Like they do kiss and all that stuff. They don't see them talking about sleeping together, even though some of them might be sleeping together during the process, but they intentionally do not
Yeah.
show that or talk about that. Because remember that one season where that guy was, I don't know if it was playing her, but they slept together and then she came out and was like, so why were you sleeping with me? I can't think it was Miami or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah.
I do think it's intentional, of course, but it's
Yeah.
interesting that they chose that route, that they're just going to keep it chase. Like even when they go to the retreat, they'll mention, oh, we're sharing a room. They'll never show them together, or some they don't even mention that they shared a room because
Yeah.
we didn't know that who was it that shared a room with someone at the retreat. It was in the reunion they mentioned it. And I'm like, why are we trying to keep this chaste? But I don't know. Maybe it's for the best.
Yeah.
Who knows? Well, um, Coley was there. I couldn't even remember her, but Coley always sounds like again she had an edible. This is a different
Yeah.
person, but she's just like all over the place. Kiara and Jay made it there. I forgot to mention Jay could have dressed up a little bit more for the final date. That man showed up in a polo t-shirt and pants. Like, do better, sir. Um, my man, they're not together anymore because she was not being courted. This man had the audacity to ask for a week to decompress. I mean, fair enough. Again, it's a lot, but if that's your person, I don't understand why you can't decompress together. Then he extended it and asked for a month. Nothing about
Yeah, I
this
think
man.
he just realized I Kiara never liked that man, man.
Honestly, I think she did. I just think like this nothing about this man gave effort and she had her blinders on. But
Mm,
she's
I feel
just
like Kiara just picked him because he like gave the image of some of a provider, because I think he said he's in cybersecurity and this and
mhm,
that, and I think that's what she locked on. So I'm not judging her, like good
mhm.
for you, girl, but I think after the show, because like it just sounded so stupid, like oh we weren't going out to eat. I was like, what?
He just wasn't dating her. They use eating, but it's just he wasn't dating her. He wasn't courting her. And I just want to mention before I forget that during the season when they met the exes, you guys, her ex came on here and her ex mentioned that he knew her since she was 9. And the way they glossed over it, in fact, the fact that the producers left that in troubled me. Because no, I mean, I'm not saying they dated since then. It's just that he knew her since he was like nobody you date or sleep with should say that sentence out their mouth that I've known you since you were 9. If you yourself were not 9, you
Yeah, and then he
know?
was being like kind of aggressive towards Jay. I think that's what even
Yeah,
made it like
he
worse.
was trying
Like,
to sun him.
yes, yeah.
Like I've been knowing her. Like if I wanted to
Yeah.
get back with her, I
With her,
could.
I
And
can. Yeah.
it was not cute. But yeah, they're not together because Jay doesn't want to give any efforts. He has like a whack reasoning. He says like, the good times are when we lay up and talk about life and our dreams, but she wants to go out to eat. You can do both, sir. I hate this is akin to men that say Valentine's Day is a made up holiday. I show my just do it. Stop being
Yeah.
you
Girl,
know
the new one is they want to take women on dates to walk. No, like for real, like they will tell you, are you available to go on a walking date?
Hey, walking is exercise. Get your steps in at the same time. But anyways, Kiara's moved on. Kiara got a man, and she's happy. And when they go backstage and they're asking Jay, "Are you okay?" and I quote, he's like, "How many bitches? Do you know how many bitches I got on my own? Please find more quality people because I don't know what these people." And I think half of them probably think that maybe they're going to be like, what's their name, Joy and um
Clinton?
Clinton,
Yeah.
The DC couple or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, still, I just thought that they didn't put as much effort into the people this season. The whole Eddie asking Deanna out, waste of time. Deanna does not like the man. Deanna should not be dating because she's very invested in her work and she doesn't have time right now.
Yeah.
But we moved to the final. I think was Francisco and Tay's segment, and I noticed how they were showing when he was with Shanice and on her boobs and all that stuff. I noticed the whole time he was just looking at Tay, and Tommy asked Tay how she feels watching that, and she's still upset. I don't know if she has the right to be. It was early days, if I recall. It was
Yeah.
so early. Would you be upset if you saw that?
Um I'll be grossed out.
Girl, stop by what?
Like on the first date?
So here's the thing for me. Because it was early, it wasn't to the point where everyone knew that Tay and Francisco were each other's number ones, right? It was still early and that was the first date. You have to recognize that everyone doesn't think the same. Nudity for some people is a big deal. Nudity for her, as she explained after being assaulted when she was younger, is a thing of freedom. I see what you're saying. I don't think I would be upset unless more went on.
So the thing for me is like I'm not saying I would be upset like emotionally, like because oh he's my guy or whatever. I think objectively I would just be disgusted. So like even if they showed somebody I'm not interested in painting a woman's breast
But
and
you're
her
not
vagina
saying
and everything is out, I'll just be generally disgusted.
but you're not saying why. What is the
Because
thing
I
that
think
is
it's a bit too much for a first date.
so it's a personal thing, right? Because it's a big deal for
Yeah,
you that all your parts
yeah.
are out on national
Like
television.
I don't mind you in a bikini like doing painting, but like you're completely nude. Your vagina is like out too.
Well,
On like on and like we're not at a that's to me it's a lot for TV everything. Like it's too
okay, so it's
much.
just your personal, yes.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
me.
so I think
So it's not a feelings thing. Like it's not oh my god, Francisco, how dare you? Like I don't care like
it's a
to me.
morality thing.
Yeah, for someone
There's no lack of a better word, Wendy. You
yeah,
have to own it.
yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
own it.
Yeah. I think it's
um,
too much for a first date on TV.
okay. As a sidebar, was Francisco's suit without a shirt under and everything,
That
was
was
that
so
working?
stupid.
Oh my god, it was working for me.
Yeah, because what did you call yourself earlier? This you're a what?
What?
Like you like looks or something. It doesn't
No,
matter.
no, no. I just said like your what if you do something, it doesn't bother me. Like you're gonna be cute regardless. But for you,
Yeah.
if they do something, it
Nah, that
doesn't.
was disgusting.
No, like I
Like
liked it.
what? And then like because to me Francisco is the male version of Shanice, to be honest. They should have been together. Like he'd always led with his body. He don't got shit, but
I don't
like his
think
body.
I
Like
don't think
remember during the season, it was always taking off his shirt. I don't know whether because he was always sweating too.
I
Like
don't
he
think
just
he
leads with his body to
I
me.
don't think he led with it. I think his body, it just stands out from there. He is always sweating. The man at the final thing showed up with a handkerchief, like a napkin or whatever to wipe his head because it was hanging from his tux or something because he sweats so much. He had taken he was dripping with all that. I don't think he ever led with it, but his body does speak for itself. That one I will give him. So the issue with Francisco and Tay for everyone is like Tay, she's very beautiful. Francisco, very beautiful. He's like muscly and works out and all that stuff. But the problem is career wise, he's at the bottom. He has nothing. Doesn't have a car, doesn't have a place to stay. He lost everything and he's starting from scratch and he didn't know if he was going to do it. Now, in one of the deliberations, Tommy specifically shouts them out and it says like when he was in his 20s, he had nothing and that his wife was the one who held him down. And right now, his wife doesn't have to pay for everything because it worked out for them. He got emotional, thought maybe it could work. But as of now, they are not together. And the issue is that the stability issue came back again. She's not being specific as to what the problem is. And she even says, maybe I am sabotaging it. The thing is that he has everything she wants except being financially stable. And I think that's a good enough reason if you don't want to struggle, if you don't want to be there. Because what she said, it was like, it's a difference if he's working towards that. But the issue was that she found out that he would start a job, then quit, then start a job, then quit. And she just didn't want to go with the back and forth. And I agree with her that even though it hurts her, like, when people say, oh, he has everything except this, that means he doesn't have everything. It's
And
just,
that thing is weighted
yeah,
higher for her too.
yeah. It's something that's important to her that she cannot find at this time. I do understand that you can always work your way back. Hey, maybe after this show, he's going to get brand deals and then he's going to have stability. But I know, like, if you are bad in your behavior, let's say you're like a cam or something, how do you fix that? Which so it depends what matters to you. Do you want someone that's financially stable but of bad character, or do you want someone that has good character but doesn't have money? And for her at this point, she doesn't want to struggle. But I am with whoever said it backstage, where Francisco should have never been on this show. Don't come here and date when you're trying to get some priorities in order. It's not fair to put somebody in that position to think about it, because if you could do it, you would do it. So that's why I'm leaning heavy into hoping that you can get some kind of brand deals or something after this show for your career.
Yep. And like Tay also wanted kids like in like 2 years or something. So she's also like on a tighter timeline, and we know that kids cost money. But I swear I saw somewhere that they said he's married now or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's a change. Well,
Yeah.
men have it easy. It's not that hard to find anyone on that. Well, I mean, that was a combination of everything. We find out that the next city is in Detroit, and I'm scared because I believe I saw a man in braids, color 30 specifically, and I don't know what I am going to do with that. As if that wasn't enough, I think he took the braids out, and I saw that he had it in a ponytail, and his hair itself is color 30. It's not just the braids, and I I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I will be
When is that
watching.
starting?
They didn't say.
Oh, okay.
They didn't say yet, but giving as it's October, it might be like January or something. Who knows? But yeah. So that was it. I don't know if I missed anything
No,
in
I
the
thought Eddie
recap.
was cute.
Oh, now that I don't. Him doesn't do it for me. Too much beard, too much face. I don't know what that
I
means, but
think he's cute.
oh, I'm just happy that you like somebody. That's all. You see anything positive, I'm here for it.
She's happy for me. Wendy likes someone.
All right, so that's it. I mean, any day, give it a chance. King's Court, like I said, it was airing on Bravo. You can find it on Peacock. And if you want to try Queen's Court, there's season 1 and there's season 2. And then there's also Ready to Love, which you can find on OWN. Wendy, thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me. Finally.
All right, guys, you know where to find me. Also call MAFS on all the socials. Please give me a 5-star rating and stay subscribed so you don't miss out on all this content that is coming out. Until next time, guys, bye.
If you're a podcast host, listen up. This one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle. And I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.